John S. Knight winner. Lynn Ullman from Henry Ford at that time, the 84 winner. And Jim Telfer, what year do you want to be a winner of?
1931.
1931. That's, of course, before the activity began. The participants will begin with Matt Berry from Groves as our starter, and in order, Jennifer Kowalski of Stevenson. Speaking second, Jeff Kahn of Muskegon Mona Shores. Third, Will Repko of East Lansing. Fourth is John Jenkins of Portage Northern. Fifth, Steve Chung of Portage Northern. And sixth is Kevin Minch of Royal Oak Kimball. We are ready for our final round. Congratulations to all of you.
This contest reminds us that the youth are our nation's hope for the future. It recognizes the talents and accomplishments of present-day debaters who will one day be lawyers, doctors, and community leaders. Unfortunately, though, the criminal justice system doesn't seem to acknowledge this basic rule of nature. Kids grow up. We sentence juveniles to prisons, only turning them into better criminals. But fortunately, there is a better way. Contention 1, community-based corrections enhance juvenile justice. The consequences for overcrowded facilities in society are reviewed in A. The Massachusetts and Utah models of decarceration significantly decrease overcrowding and juvenile crime. The remarkable results of Utah's shift to community corrections were delineated by the USA Today of October 6, 1986. A solution, closing big facilities and building smaller ones. Utah went to small shelters 2 years ago with a 70% reduction in crimes by kids who have been in the correctional system, said Russ Von Vleck, former state youth corrections director. The Suffolk University Law Review notes the rehabilitative effects of community alternatives in Massachusetts in winter 1987. Massachusetts provides smaller, more secure facilities for violent juvenile offenders with an emphasis on staff and client contact. By providing this less hostile environment, Massachusetts increases the likelihood of rehabilitation. Independent studies cited in the Scholastic Update of November 4, 1988 confirm the successes of the Massachusetts and Utah models. Studies by the National Council on Crime and Delinquency call the Utah and Massachusetts reforms an unqualified success. These studies report that in both states, the number of youths rearrested after passing through the system sharp-droply along with the juvenile crime rate. Finally, Richard Margolis, research affiliate at Yale University, argues that the Massachusetts and Utah successes can be repeated nationally in Out of Harm's Way in 1988. We can all learn from the way in which Massachusetts, Utah, and a few other states are dealing with wayward children, deterring them from future crime and building them into responsible adults. Also, community-based corrections alter the public's perception of juvenile crime, and B, community-based corrections alleviate the fear of juvenile crime. Richard Margolis, previously qualified, maintains an Out of Harm's Way in 1988. Not surprisingly, the public in those states has put its juvenile justice professionals on perpetual probation. Thus, the clearest evidence to date that community-based programs pose no untoward threat to the populace can be found in their widespread acceptance by understandably worried and watchful citizens. One common fear is that community-based corrections will increase contact with the juvenile justice system. This misconception is disproved in C. Community-based corrections alleviates net widening. Margaret Hyde, a former science department head at the Shipley School, shows how community programs have empirically reduced juveniles' contact with the criminal justice system in Juvenile Justice and Injustice, 1983. In the first year of the Champaign-Urbana Community Diversion Program, results appear to be positive. In the experimental group where the average number of police contacts in the year prior to the project was 2.21, the number of police contacts during the project dropped to 0.46. This is an 80% reduction in contact. We recognize that the kids are our hope for the future. We need to build them into responsible adults.
Okay. Do these community service programs exist all throughout the United States or just in these limited circumstances?
Massachusetts, Utah, and Alabama are the only 3 states in the union that are presently decarcerating juveniles.
What are the other states doing with juveniles then?
They're putting them into adult prisons and juvenile detention facilities, large congregatory.
Okay. What is stopping them from adopting alternative programming?
What's stopping them from adopting is the punitive nature, first of all.
Is there any structural barrier?
Yes, there is. Through prosecutorial waivers, juveniles are tried in adult courts, and so they're treated as adults and sent to an adult prison.
Okay, how many prosecutorial waivers exist?
Well, it's approximately about more than 5% of all juveniles arrested are sent to adult prisons.
Okay, so are you suggesting that we take the juveniles out of the adult prisons and put them into these community-based alternatives based on Massachusetts?
We decarcerate juveniles, yes, and put them into community-based alternatives.
Okay, what is the JLdebatepart doing right now?
Right now, that doesn't prohibit juveniles from being incarcerated in juvenile prisons. And if you're tried as an adult, the JLdebatepart does not affect you because you're legally an adult, not a juvenile.
Okay, what type of juvenile offenders are being tried as adults?
A lot of them, nonviolent and violent.
Okay, how many nonviolent juvenile offenders?
Most of them who are tried as adults are nonviolent.
Okay, what types of crime are they committing then? if they're
Property
nonviolent?
crimes, burglary.
And they're being tried as an adult?
Correct.
Why?
Because we have a punitive attitude in the present system. Judges and prosecutors can get reelected by sentencing juveniles to harsh sentences because we want to be tough on crime.
Okay, okay, that's all, thank you. Can you count up to 15, please?